Hello and welcome to Grim Survival. It is Friday, December 13th. That's right, Friday the 13th. If you're superstitious, I'm sure you're hiding under a rock. I'm not, so I don't really care. Alright, this video is going to be just a quick thing. I'm showing you what I've seen in the month of December so far. Every clip you're seeing, except for the one where we do a little bit of a throwback, we are looking at December footage mostly 99%. Okay, so there is one little clip in here from previous just to make a point. Other than that, all December footage, I promise. There's one that I recorded actually yesterday. I'm just throwing this up real quick. I did not do any of the research or look at the web pages to see how the harvest supposedly is going according to the government. Any of that, I didn't bother with it because yeah, I just don't really have time right now. My schedule's been completely chaotic. Where I've been driving has been changing dramatically every single day, and now I'm driving in the middle of the night. I'm recording this video right now at 3 p.m. Eastern time. I have to be at work in 2 hours, and I will probably be driving until 2 a.m. somewhere around then. It's not fun nor pleasant, but it's what I'm doing. So yeah, that is the reason for this. So yeah, this video is a little bit late. So most of this footage was recorded between December 4th and December 12th, but there's not a lot of clips here, but there are, just a few. Anyway, I hope you enjoy what you're seeing. Like, subscribe, share, stay tuned to the end where I will give you an update on what I intend to do later this month. Alright, here we're looking at a soybean crop. Yeah, that is soybeans, and as I have learned from my research, the coloration of these soybeans really is what makes the difference here, and the darker the color is, the more chance it is that it is moldy or just outright rotten. Currently on this particular clip, I was driving around I-60, it was I-65, and I was south of Indianapolis. I was heading wherever. That makes no difference, but like I said, this is soybeans. It's really hard to get soybeans on camera, at least from a distance. It's hard to get a good view of them, just because of how small, how close to the ground they are, and the contrast of the colors with it being, everything being brown. It's really difficult to get soy on camera. That being said, mostly what I have seen still standing in Indiana, pretty much all along the eastern parts of Indiana, all the way into Ohio, all the way up to the northeastern sides of Indiana, Ohio to Michigan borders, I have seen soybeans standing everywhere. This is another soybean field we are seeing, and if I didn't say it already, all these videos were recorded in December. So this is December crops only. Yeah, this is more soybeans, and you can see the coloration here. It's not quite as dark as the other field, but that could also be because of the lighting. It was a very bright day. I can tell you from what I can see is this soy is still in a pretty bad condition. It's not usable at all at this point. As long as it's been sitting there in just rain after rain, it's been snowed on, it's been frozen, at the time of this video, it was below freezing when recording. I'm not sure if you can see it on the side of the road. Some of these clips I actually have ice on the side of the road. This it looks more like water, but this is more soybeans. Now this isn't nearly as dark as the other ones, and this is about where soybeans should be. I'd say late October, definitely not in the beginning of December. So this crop is definitely extremely late. We're looking at 2 months late here. Will it ever be harvested? If you've seen the standing water that we just passed in this particular clip, standing water is a common theme throughout Indiana in every field that I pass, from southeastern Indiana to northwestern Indiana, the entire state. It's just every field is water, 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 and more water, and I cannot emphasize enough just how flooded these fields are. Alright, so what we're still looking at here is soy, obviously, and this is one of the longer clips I had of just passing through farmland, of just endless amounts of standing crops that I can't believe that I'm still seeing this in December. These things still standing, and I cannot believe the amount of standing water I'm seeing. There's no way you're getting any kind of equipment out there to harvest this with puddles of water that we're seeing along the sides of the field. These puddles are also occurring in the fields. It's just really hard to get video of it while you're driving past it, which is something I intend to remedy soon. Here we are looking at December corn crops. That's right, standing corn in December. And this is just Indiana. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that up north, Wisconsin, Michigan, these places got hit harder than Indiana did. So their crops are still standing, and they have a lot more of them than what you're seeing here. This is the most recent clip I have. This was actually recorded recorded December 12th. At the time of recording this would have been yesterday, and I'm not sure when this video will get up, but yeah, today is Friday the 13th as I'm recording this. But hey, that is standing corn crops in December. Alright, this is just a look back of a cornfield I walked through back in November. It was early November, late October, sometime in that time. This was at a public parking lot, and this was the first cornfield I ever walked into, on video at least. And yeah, I walked through here, I recorded this cornfield. I would like to ask you to remember this for just 1 second, because I'd like to show you now what it looks like. This was, about a week ago I walked into here, and yeah, this is what it looks like now. That is harvested. So you did see what that corn looked like just in the previous video clip that I showed you from before. This is, obviously I'm testing soil and how wet it is. I could stick my finger into it, but yeah, this is what the cornfield looks like now. It's been harvested. They have pulled the corn out. It's not there. So what are they doing with that corn? Did it look edible to you? I mean, I remember this video very clearly. First cornfield I ever walked into, and yeah, that's what they've done. They've harvested it, and I hope they're not using it, but I wouldn't have put it past them. All right, as you just seen, yeah, it's still standing. Mostly soybeans. I'm seeing soybeans all over the eastern side of the Indiana, just all the way from Indianapolis to the Ohio line, all the way from Kentucky, all the way to Michigan. Soybean fields are what I'm seeing mostly standing. I'm still seeing a lot of corn. I really am. The biggest corn fields, I'm talking 1,000-acre crops. These things have been harvested, so they say. In my opinion, I don't really think it's being harvested. I think it's being cut down. Just the amount of birds and things I see out in the fields eating things. I mean, birds don't eat corn stalks. Birds, they don't. Have you ever seen a bird eat a corn stalk? If I'm wrong about that, let me know. I've never seen it personally, but yeah, I guess I could be wrong. But I do intend to get out into some cornfields. I'm going to attempt to do something crazy. Well, maybe crazy. I'm going to go knock on a couple of doors and ask a couple of farmers if they would like to talk about why their corn's still standing. I'm not going to word it probably that way. I'll probably try to be a little more diplomatic when I do it. But yeah, that's the goal. I also intend to drive quite a bit out of my area because I want to see, personally, this is me personally, I want to see what it looks like in a couple of other spots that I have heard about. Now, I do not have the gas to drive all the way up to Wisconsin where I hear it's really bad, but I can get over into Illinois, Ohio, southern parts of Illinois, places like that, and I'm going to attempt to do that before this month is out, being that I seem to have more time on my hands. So if you would like to support those endeavors, feel free to support the channel. Gas money is always appreciated, and you can find the link down in the description to support the channel. I do have another one of these types of videos coming out probably here within the next week, because there are some more cornfields I'm seeing in my general area, and I'm going to try to get out and walk through them. So if I can manage to find a place to park or get to them, then that video will come out soon. So I am trying to get back to my original format as was suggested to me. You know who you are. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate the feedback. And yeah, that's where we are at right now. So hey, it's still grim out there. Remember, like, subscribe, share the video, let people know what I'm seeing so that they can know too. And I guess that's enough rambling for me. I have work to do. Yes, I have to go to work. I'd rather go to bed, but I'm going to work. It's time for some coffee. See you guys later. Drive safe, and yeah, it's grim out here.